Hello everyone and welcome to another English with Joseph. Well, it's been a very long time since I made one of these video clips. For those of you who follow me regularly, you will have noticed that the last few months I've been spending time making podcasts, which are also available on this site. So today is my first YouTube clip since Christmas. And here we are, already at Easter. Today I would like to talk to you about the verb to get. But before we move on to the verb to get, I want to tell you a few things about Easter. Well, here in the UK, the 40 days before Easter are referred to as Lent. L-E-N-T. Lent is also the past tense of the verb to loan. I'm unclear on why we use this verb, but hey, we do. So that's all that matters. Lent is a noun, the 40 days before Easter. Some people here in the UK choose to follow a particular pathway at this time. Some people give up chocolate. Some people don't eat meat. There's various things which they can do. It's kind of like a spiritual practice before Easter, a time of discipline. These days in the UK, not so many people practice religion. However, Lent is one of these things which we just do. It almost seems automatic, regardless of religious belief. And therefore it's normal to see advertisements in the media from charities or from other organisations trying to encourage us to do things for Lent. The Catholic Church and the Church of England would be the two churches which really make quite a big deal of this time of the year. Let's look at some adjectives and talk a little bit about this time of the year. Well, we already used one noun there, of course, which is Lent, L-E-N-T, the 40 days before Easter. We spoke about discipline. Discipline is kind of a, how would you describe it? It's kind of a thing that you do to ensure that you reach a desired goal. All right? So discipline is the energy you need if you have an ambition. For example, we have to be disciplined to learn English. We have to be disciplined to learn English. Or, in order to punish someone who does something wrong, you can discipline them. It's a difficult word in English. Let's look at some other words associated with Easter and Lent. Well, of course, there's the Easter egg. And this is a tradition that British people have where we eat lots of chocolate at Easter time. And we give each other a gift, usually of a chocolate egg. And American school children, they take real eggs and they paint them different colours. I think in other parts of Europe they do this as well. Well, I think that's all we can say about Lent and Easter for the moment, except to say that it is a very religious time, and also to say that spring, the season of spring, is coming. Today I would like to talk to you about the verb to get. To get is one of these very difficult verbs in English. The reason why it can be a little bit difficult is because it tends to be used more in British English than in American English. So if you've been exposed to American English, it may not be something that you know about or something that you've seen. Okay? So let's go over, first of all, different meanings of the verb to get. Well, the first meaning of the verb to get, of course, is about getting something. For example, I got my passport. She got her driving license. I got a letter today. She got a new coat. Okay, so in this way, it has a direct meaning or synonym to the word to receive, to get, to receive. You can also get to a place. For example, I got there around 7 a.m. I got to the building at 6 p.m. Or perhaps you could say something like, I got back from New York yesterday. To get with an adjective shows a change of state. For example, I'm getting old. It's getting hotter. The dog is getting hungry. There's many different examples you could use there of get plus an adjective. And then of course also you have get plus a preposition plus an adverb. And this might be the most difficult thing to try to say. So for example, to get off the bus. Okay, to get off the bus slowly. He got off the bus slowly. You've got get, you've got your phrasal verb there as well, to get off, and then you have the adverb slowly at the end, or to get on with your work is another one. So to get is used a lot with phrasal verbs too. Other expressions with get, things like, do you understand me? Did you get me? Or did you get it? It means just, do you understand it? And then we have idioms, for example, to get out of the wrong side of bed, which means to be in a bad mood. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm in a bad mood. I got out of the wrong side of bed this morning. Okay, so let's look at what we've discussed today. We discussed the verb to get and all of its different meanings, and we also looked at some meanings, adjectives and nouns, about the discipline of Lent, which is kind of something like, you could say Ramadan, but not quite as strict. All right, so that's really all for today. As always, if you want any help, if you want to talk to me personally, you can always catch me at my website, teacherjoseph.com. Alternatively, you can find me on all of the social media platforms with the exception of LinkedIn. Alright, so I hope you found this helpful, and let's talk again soon. Thank you so much. Goodbye.